I want to say good evening to everybody. It's your brother Bolo VNR, and we're gonna get right into the show. Ladies and gentlemen, what's his name? Or what's his face? Marlon and Morgan make some recent comments about teachers. Yes, and it caused quite an uproar, and rightfully so. Rightfully so. Let us go back to what he actually said. And big up ABR News TV. Let us go back to what he actually said about the teachers, right? Listen to this.
When I attended primary school, Mr. President, and when Damien would have attended primary school, we used to play scrimmage and salada kick in the parking lot at the school. The parking lot at schools now, Mr. President, have all kinds of vehicles owned by our nation's teachers situated there. That is it. And Mr. President, you can't find space to play scrimmage. You can't find space to play catch a shubby. I have to be careful how you bat ball now in the schools because you don't want to mash the teacher's car glass. Stop talking rubbish, man. Stop talking rubbish. When motor vehicles were liberalized in the early 1990s, on account of premature liberalization of the Jamaican dollar, what we had was a cataclysmic situation where interest rates had to go extremely high in order to mop up liquidity, and with interest rates going high, you also had inflation going high, and teachers like my aunt and several other teachers across Jamaica had to suck salt through wooden spoon. They, relative to today, were not able to own motor vehicles. Yes, many teachers scrambled to even find the fare to take them to school, especially when we got to the Ben Johnson part of the month. Yes, when we got to the Ben Johnson part of the month. You see, when you're a tapanar, you don't even know what Ben Johnson means. Yes, you have a Ben Johnson part of the month. Ask the technicians about it. Ben Johnny still probably should know. Mr. President, yeah, man, on account of his goats, his more recent largesse, global village, and we operate in a free market economy. We are cognizant that from time to time, our Jamaican brothers and sisters will avail themselves of opportunities abroad. I feel compelled, however, Mr. President, to reiterate a word of advice, some would say caution, to those who are considering migration. One of the things that often escape some folks, Mr. President, is that a dollar is a dollar in any country. So when a Jamaican teacher has a recruiter or a prospective recruiter attending upon them and pointing out the 5,000 US dollars that they may be earning each month, it would be important and instructive for that teacher, that prospective recruit, to consider the cost of living in South Carolina where they are being ported to go off to. So just to be very clear, though you may be earning 4,500 United States dollars per month as you take up training in South Carolina. 5 minutes. I must also editorialize by saying capacity.
So y'all heard him there, ABR family. And
Now, I have the pleasure of going straight to a teacher who has been a teacher for 20-something years that called in to the program. You heard what he said about teachers and owning and all of this. Well, let's hear it from the people that are actually living it. You know what I'm saying? Listen to, and I had another video where Prudence called in. Prudence has been a teacher for 23 years in Jamaica, but she left under the JLP. It was just that bad. Pick up to Ryan Campbell in the building and Yankee, bless. Listen to this.
all right. When you hear it right there, so from that caller right there, eh? When you cannot make no error. When you can't make no mistake. Blessed morning, my colleague, live on the ABR show.
Morning, no, it's now afternoon. It's my first time
Afternoon,
calling, but
sorry.
I always listen to your program.
Mm-hmm.
I am, at least my entire family, except for my mom, we're all teachers. God bless their soul. My mom and dad are now deceased.
So you're a teacher?
Yes, I am. And
I'm glad that you call.
The other day pissed me off so much. And when he said it about more teachers owning and that smug grin on his face, I wanted to, believe me, my blood wild. I have been a teacher for 25 years.
What you say again?
So I can
25 years.
Yes, and
all
I'm
right.
not leaving Jamaica. I love what I do. I'm not leaving Jamaica. I am going to stay here. But when he's going to come out and talk about more teachers owning, trust me, sometimes we go work, we have to back up each other. We share lunch together.
Oh my God.
Marlon come deceive the public about more teachers. If it's the teachers owning a home or a car, I dead left like myself.
Mighty God.
They own property and house. If they own a car, some relative buy it for them.
And you say,
I don't
hold
know
on.
what he's talking about.
Hold on. You say you're in the profession 25 years.
25 years I have been in the profession. And this JTC license thing, we got a copy of it and I'm reading it and I'm saying, which idiot sat down and wrote those things? It makes no sense, this whole 81-page garbage. I am a primary trained teacher, so I teach everything. Everything, math, science, social studies, drama, visual arts, all of those. So how are you going to license if you teach one subject?
Then who's going to teach you others? I
don't teach other subjects.
I'm so happy that you called.
Embarrassing.
We need some milk.
Here. So if you teach one subject,
then who's going to teach you others? I don't
teach other subjects.
I'm so happy that you call. Give the people the reality.
I was sitting here and I'm saying, no, I have to call. It just up me just going for election because we are planning for him that he need to know.
My God. People the reality.
I was sitting here and I'm saying, no, I have to call. It just up me just going for election because we are planning for him that he need to know.
Emotional damage.
Help. We key out of the ladder.
We need your divine intervention. We're tired of the labor right. We're tired of the green people. We are so far. We can't take it no more. We need this. We need it. Help. Help. Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Psalm 46. God is our refuge and strength. Is a liberator.
My God.
They just come out.
Somebody click that up for Marlon Morgan and make him know the reality. Teacher them a plan for you know. So you can't stay there go and put out false narrative in a parliament. You hear this say? You hear what the lady say with this smug look on your face? Just out here telling pure lies, lake respect for big up. Shout out to all of our moderators then. Remember to remind the people to hit the like button, please, and share the live. See, let's continue.
You know, from when I remember we had a meeting when Royal read, and this man was looking in my face to tell me that he has contributed projectors to the school. So I said, sir, with school? I said, sir, don't do it. I had to dip in my pocket during Royal Read's time, the amount of things we had to buy projector for our classes.
Embarrassing.
He needs some milk.
She had to dip in her pocket to buy projectors when Royal Read was in office.
Emotional damage.
What can go so?
That's crazy.
Oh, what you
Just
say to
about
me?
everything. Because that was the time when PEP was implemented, so things would have changed.
Yeah.
So me no want nobody compel me nothing. I can compare a PNP government to a JLP.
Talk up now.
My entire family. Yes, my father has been a teacher all his life. So I would have seen all of us were able to go to school under PNP free of cost. The last time my sister went to UWI, she didn't pay a red cent. Likewise myself when I went to study. So nobody can tell me anything about PNP in terms of who is the better.
All right.
In glasses, we say that I have benefited. My two sisters have benefited.
You ever heard, do you hear that? Don't you hear that? One of the people that is tasked with building our society went to school free under the PNP. Not only her, but our sisters. And all of them are teachers. Link them with Jamal. Hey, I feel like playing that song there right now. Mighty God.
My entire family. So So these people, they knew me with Marlon and that Madman Sapphire and the thief. Oh, Jesus.
Hey!
Tell them to wheel and come again. They're talking to the novices. We know.
That is funny, honey.
Embarrassing.
Funny.
He needs some milk.
Oh, that
No,
is
no,
funny.
no, no. I wish you say about Sapphire Langmore.
And that Madman Sapphire and the thief. Oh, Jesus.
Hey!
Tell them to wheel and come again. They're talking to the novices. We know.
Yes.
So I just want them to understand. Don't sit there and listen to the garbage that they're spewing. Because it is not the fact. You might talk about you drive past a school and you see the amount of top line vehicle. You know how the teacher can get them vehicle? Because even if they don't want to buy, they have to go to the bank or the JTA credit union to get a loan. And it's still not yours because you owe for it.
All right,
You
then.
can't pay a monthly payment.
Yes.
You're not problem.
Yes.
So
And if the teacher them not get their money on time, how them are gonna make them payment for them vehicle? Marlon Morgan need to come down. Lying lips. Hey, gotta go charge you, you know? You can't stay there.
he needs to sit down and shut up.
See him, so.
He needs to sit down and shut up. I'm happy I was able to call because I was sitting here and I said, no, this is enough. I need to just say something so people understand what is happening. I am in the system
Yes.
for 25 years. So don't come and talk what you don't know. You don't, Andrew Holness clueless. When he was the Minister of Education, he make the whole discipline. But one little boy comes for one day and say, him hear the Prime Minister in a living room say, if teacher whatever, then for lick back teacher. Tell me now. He was
Mighty
the one
God.
who started the whole breakdown of the discipline of students in school. Yes.
That's why
He
they putting them so
started
unruly.
Exactly.
What the hell? Oh my God, no way.
One little boy comes for one day and say, him hear the Prime Minister in a living room say, if teacher whatever, then for lick back teacher. Tell me now. He was
Mighty
the one
God.
who started the whole breakdown of the discipline of students in school. Yes.
That's why
He
they putting them
started
so unruly.
Exactly. Because I think this Andrew just loves to hear himself talk. He's so dogmatic. Likewise, Marlon Morgan, he need to change his name. Because my surname is Morgan. I know Morgan, I know idiot.
Mighty God.
You know, say Patrick, where they in a chat, we are a moderator. Him say it in a chat many times, so I'm not repeating anything he hasn't said publicly. Him and Marlon Morgan a cousin, and him condemn him same way for his utterances. So the Morgans, them have a problem with Marlon Morgan. And this lady just said something about Andrew Holness a while ago that I did not even know. I never know say Andrew Holness said that on TV. Make the youth them come and disrespect the teacher them in our school. We'll listen to that again, because that need to document it properly, you know. Hold on.
The whole breakdown of the discipline. He is clueless. When he was the Minister of Education, he make the whole discipline you don't know is happening. I am in the system
Yes.
for 25 years. So don't come and talk what you don't know. You don't, Andrew Holness clueless. When he was the Minister of Education, he make the whole discipline. But one little boy comes for one day and say, him hear the Prime Minister in a living room say, if teacher whatever, then for lick back teacher. Tell me now.
Mighty God.
People, any teacher within my audience, whether you watch this replay or you're watching me right now, me need to confirm that what she just said a while ago. And I don't disbelieve her. You understand? But I need you guys to confirm if you face that same experience that she's talking about with the children in the school, while Andrew Holness was what she say was, I think he was the Minister of Education.
I'm happy I was able to call because I was sitting here and I said, no, this is enough. I need to just say something so people understand
Robert
what is
Brown,
happening.
big up.
I am in the system
Yes.
for 25 years. So don't come and talk what you don't know. You don't, Andrew Holness clueless. When he was the Minister of Education, he make the whole discipline.
He was the Minister of Education. So Andrew Holness said what when he was the Minister of Education?
But one little boy comes for one day and say, him hear the Prime Minister in a living room say, if teacher whatever, then for lick back teacher. Tell me now. He was
Mighty
the one
God.
who started the whole breakdown of the discipline of students in school. Yes.
That's why
He
they putting them so
started
unruly.
Exactly. Because I think this Andrew just loves to hear himself talk. He's so dogmatic. Likewise, Marlon Morgan, he need to change his name. Because my surname is Morgan. I know Morgan, I know idiot.
Mighty God.
So they need to understand. I hope those teachers are the up and coming and whatever it is. I even say to my younger colleagues, listen, you're hearing Andrew, Mikey G say, you better make use of me. Now don't get much right. Because we don't have much leave, but you need to.
Definitely.
Yes, I told them. He said someone just leave college and not have nothing yet, so no better know what I do.
All right then.
Have a good one.
Thank you so much, my teach. Thank you for calling.
My God. I never know that. But we are going to move on to the next section of this particular reaction. That was part one of this same reaction. Now, you know, Head Boy calling right after this. I'm definitely have to listen to what Head Boy have to say. I want to hear this.
Bless up yourself. Want to hear it there, sir?
Yes,
I
mama.
wanted a teacher to call in. Remember, I played the video of a gentleman. He's a teacher. But I wanted someone to call in, a teacher to call in, to give you the reality. This teacher has been in the profession 25 years. Blessed morning, my brother. How you doing?
Blessed day, how you doing?
I'm alright. I keep saying morning and it's afternoon. Blessed afternoon.
Afternoon and you catch me with it as well.
Yeah.
I want to listen to the thing and I want to talk about it. It's really interesting, you know, and it's good to hear from a teacher as well.
Definitely.
Because they say, I don't think and you played some of the idea that I don't think they understand this. Imagine if 2,000 houses were issued for persons under the age of 35 every year. That is more than the 300 social housing of them billion.
Definitely, yeah.
And on top of it, it is earmarked for young people. Then another amount for teachers, police, nurses. Yeah. And then another amount for those. And when you look at it, you know, they sat for 9 years and built no major housing schemes.
My goodness.
And then have the audacity. They promised 70 houses, you know.
70,000.
300. 70,000, sorry.
Yeah.
Remember how much they deliver? They have those social housing, and over the 9 year period that they have been there, the nature has only done about 1,100 developments. And those are what they inherited from the PNP in 2016.
My goodness.
Remember, you showed the numbers and the amount of developments that have been done.
Yes.
Yeah? So historically, they have not built the amount of houses that the PNP have had built. So if you want to compare a track record, then it's obvious that I would have trust the PNP more because they have shown a record. They have shown in the past that they have been able to do it, and the rent for own concept is particularly good, especially for the corporate area, major town areas. Yeah, because what it could do. Remember, in a lot of the corporate area of Kingston, you don't have any space to go out, and you have to go up.
Yes.
Yeah. And so that we have the facility where, with those things now, you could do the two bedroom houses. Yeah? And a lot of, even in some areas that are not predominantly, because like in areas like Trenchtown, you know how much land you have down at the bottom of Trenchtown?
Yeah. I know.
Remember, they're supposed to build a police post there, you know, and move the commissioner's headquarters to down there. Yeah? Even if they intend, I'll know they're not doing it. Yeah, but it will just apply. Yeah?
I think that area that you're talking about is the no man's land area.
No man's land, they call it, yeah.
Definitely.
That's a lot of land that could be, people need to understand. And even though they say it's stigmatization that has made some areas in Jamaica don't get the rightful investment in them.
True.
Yeah? Because you can't have so much land sitting down idly and people in Kingston want homes. Yeah? And people in Kingston have to get out of this mindset that if you live a certain place, that right now Jamaica still uptown not safe.
All right then. So true.
So at the end of the day, it's better you have somewhere for yourself than have nowhere.
True.
Yeah? And those.
No, more of it. Expand the point that you just made. There's nowhere in Jamaica that is safe. We just want everybody understand that. Nowhere. Those days are done. So when Andrew wants to promise so we can sleep with the door open, me extra paranoid. You understand what I say? Extra paranoid right now. Just so I'm gonna know that. You understand? Nowhere. But no business where you think. Nowhere not safe in Jamaica. Not even one place. You hear me I tell you? They might have think they're safe. Patricia Hutchins, what's going on? Good afternoon to you. And Robert Brown, big up. Thanks for your contribution in the chat. Let's continue.
and I'm not pushing that is the only place houses can be built, because that wouldn't be.
Other lands,
we have whole heap of lands all over the place, but I'm just saying for the Kingston experience, it would be wise. But when you really look at Marlon, I remember Marlon was over Colin Bell Saturday morning. Yeah, you know that Marlon is what you call in the German, in Hitler army, the Gestapo. Yeah, they're trained to tell lies.
My God,
and not just only trained to tell lies, but Marlon's approach to his whole demeanor.
My goodness,
I've just been spreading propaganda. That's his specialty, Because when you really look at it, how can Marlon come in this and talk about teachers can own more cars now?
Embarrassing.
He needs some milk.
Yo, say, I ask the same question.
The point is, a lot of them have been migrating because there has not been a proper retention plan for the teachers.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
It is simple. And the PNP, the same idea that the PNP gave, you didn't hear Dana Dixon coming for laptops. They are available.
We see the headline, yes? My God.
And Damon Gravel was saying that from 24, 20.
The JLP rap every single PNP idea, but never give the PNP credit. It's the most, they lack integrity. They don't have nothing about them, you know? They don't give the PNP no credit. That's plagiarism, you know? A man have a good idea and present the good idea to the world, and then you just run with the idea without ever giving them any credit. Right? It's just amazing to me how they are so comfortable doing that. But hey, we are talking about Alibaba and the Umosh thieves. So hey, it is what it is.
Right in COVID. Yeah. He was saying that. So you see this thing, what does that mean? Is that the JLP?
Please like and share the video, guys. Guys, please like and share the video. I'm really having a real issue with the like button. I don't know why. The like button is free. The donation, I didn't even pin the donation link. I didn't even see that. But the like button is free, guys. Alright, so exercise the like button for me now and share the live. Thanks.
Campaign on you.
Nothing.
Absolutely. The only thing they can campaign on and the con is this. And they're lying because they're saying that unemployment is down. But what they're not telling people is that it's the first time in the history of Jamaica you have seen so many persons refusing
to work.
Because because of the wages.
True.
Yeah? And so because the wages don't match the minimum standard of living. Yeah. So all you said the holiness regime operating, their only reason to want a third term. And I really ask myself, imagine a man campaign say nobody should do more than 2 terms. Yeah.
Coming seeking.
Killing up himself to get 1 more term. And the only answer I have in mind is that, say you have some criminals who come back to the scene of crime. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, you have some people who do things and go back at the same place them do it.
True.
Yeah? And the only reason for that is because they intend to clean up what they did.
Yes, man.
Yeah? So if Jamaica smart and wise, I will think, why is he so hell-bent?
It's sports time again. That means food and drink company.
If things in Jamaica smart and wise, I will think, why is he so hell-bent? If things are so good, why not give somebody else to run? If you feel so confident, why don't give somebody else to run it?
Yeah.
But, as I say, when this is called, it is clear to me that the JLP will be sitting on the other side in God knows. Yeah?
Yeah.
There is no doubt about it. Because if they're so confident, why they don't call the election yet?
They're not ready yet.
Rowley was confident in Trinidad. He had up to August,
Yeah.
Yeah? And he called it in April. Today is Trinidad's general election.
See there?
Yeah? Then today's the 28th, no? Yeah, today's Trinidad's election. I think it's also today should be Canada's one as well, if I'm not mistaken, or is it tomorrow?
I'm not sure.
But it should be this week. Yeah? So when you really look at it, all the noise that Holness is making, no incumbent government right now in most of particularly in Jamaica that has been in government for such a long time. Not talking first term, yeah, but 2 term will be able to survive because the history in the Caribbean show you no 2-term administration has survived election. Yeah, in the past 5-6 years in the Caribbean, none.
With
no one exception, Ralph Gonzalez. Yeah? Ralph Gonzalez. And I'm referring to within the new century, the 2000 century, from 2000 onward. Yeah? None have survived. And the next major thing that is happening to the JLP, their 2020 numbers that they brought out, or all their supporters, yeah?
Yeah.
The Labour, them never afraid COVID, what PNP people did.
Them go out tonight, go for work.
They went out, so all of their numbers. And I want to rebut something I'm hearing quickly as I go, my friend. You see this thing about Michael Phillips are going to lose him seat? I think some people must have licked them head. Yeah? Because if you look at Michael Phillips' numbers consistently throughout that seat, Michael Phillips has always polled somewhere over 7,000 votes. Yeah? In the 2020 election, he polled 6,000 something vote to the guy 4,000 something. Almost, no, 5,000 something to the guy's 4,000 something. He beat the guy by about 800 and something. Yeah?
Yeah.
But when you really look at it, because it was such a low turnout, that guy went to max, meaning that he got the highest number the JLP has ever got in the seat.
Okay.
Yeah? So, but Michael Phillips typically at his normal rate will get 7,000 and 8,000 votes in that seat.
How the people had gone out, how the PNP had gone out, yeah.
His base gone, and even though his base didn't go out at the level that they needed to go out, he still won by a handsome margin.
Yeah.
And 900 votes is not enough, a little bit of vote to reverse.
Enough that.
Once you get over 500, it's very
clear win.
Because if the person complaining knows the game, they can win.
Yeah.
So this nonsense that Michael Phillips is weak in his seat is a lie. He's a very good MP. And if you want any clear indication, I said to people, look at what happened in the local government election.
Yeah.
Right? Michael Phillips won all of his divisions. Yeah? All. Yes? Including Alligator. Yeah?
Yeah.
So all in all is that they're making is just rumors they're trying to spread.
Yeah.
Rumors them spreading.
The same guy who went to the house opening ceremony wanting to behave like him at the MP.
Yes, I seen the video.
From the thing. So him spreading them lies, is him give Marlon Morgan them lies to spread it. Yeah? Because it's Marlon Morgan brethren. Yeah?
Yes.
So they're trying to build up an hype. Yeah? To say they're winning. But you know sometimes what I see happening in the Labour Party. And as I go and make
Hi, Pamela.
a lot of persons are hyping
Paula,
up
sorry.
including in Central St. Mary, to see them winning when they know
welcome,
they
guys.
Because what they want is the money.
Yeah.
Because remember how the thing the game working, if you can't win your seat, a man not going to give you any money to campaign. Yeah? But if you make him feel say you can't win, you might get something.
Yes.
Hey, when you hear the money grab, and it's the same thing that happened in the United States election, You know how much money those candidates get from people, but they have to sell to the candidates. So even though the young lady, what's her name, lost the election to Trump, she made a lot of money. Even when they realize that they don't have a chance to even win, that money that they get for grants, it goes in their pockets allegedly. So it's a big money gram. Politics is a big money game. Yeah, seriously. Pay attention.
My gosh.
So a lot of these JLB candidates, I think that's the way they're getting Andrew Holness money,
Yeah. Hype with the lies. My God.
Yeah, well, that's him to them.
I teach them. Yeah. That's true.
Because when you look on it, how can a man in them sensible brain say the PNP going to lose Southeast Centre? Yeah? When the PNP win every single division, including the money division that it never had before.
Exactly.
Yeah? Remember that win back the money division, So how could you win all the divisions in your general, and your vote that you got in the division was about 1,500 to 2,000 higher than what the JLP got. Yeah? So if it were a general election, your margin would have been anywhere between 1,000 to 1,500. Yeah?
Clear win, clear sweep.
Clear win. So I don't know. I really don't know what happened to these people. And the same in Central St. Mary. Let me tell them something. Omar Newell is now pushover now. He's a good youth. Yeah? And he's a youth that has worked hard to come from humble beginnings. Yeah? And when you look and see what's happening in Central St. Mary, it's the same. It's only one division Omar Newell lost in Central St. Mary. And that was the Amstead division, which has been trending JLP for a strong time. Yeah?
Yeah.
So a longer time. But outside of that, all the other divisions, Highgate, Port Murray, they won Port Murray that they never had. Yeah? So all the noise that you hear them making Yeah, just use the local government election results and look
As
at the
a marker.
turnout. And you will see that in most of these seats, including Western St. Mary and South East St. Mary, the PNP brought out more voters than the governing party. So it means that the trend is leading that way. And what is even making it worse for Andrew, and I'm not going to give him free advice, is the longer him take to call it, is the more frustrated the people are with him.
All right then.
So,
I will see my drawing foot, you know?
yeah, man. Him not, remember, you ever see when dog find water, can I call people dog? Yeah? You ever see when dog around for a long time and them find water?
Yeah.
Yeah, they not stop until them quench them thirst, you know. So, him look like him not full for him thirsted, so him not decide to go.
Him not decide to go. My God.
Anyway, sis, all the best.
All right, thank you, my brother, for calling. Bless you.
That is funny, honey. That's funny. Oh my God, that is funny.
So tell me what you think about where, you know, head boy have to say right there, ladies and gentlemen. Again, we can't waste no time. All right.